Well, hello, everyone. This is Jeanette Collins, and you're at Stampin' to Connect. And thank you for being here. Thank you for coming in and taking a look at what I'm going to do. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the Austin, Texas area. So today I am going to be working with our, what's the name of this thing? Let me look real quick. Let's Go Fishing DSP, which is Designer Series paper. So let me go ahead and switch my cameras because I want to show you this paper first. All right. It looks a little blurry to me. How's my internet doing? I think it's better now. Okay. All right. So this DSP is so pretty. I made a card for my husband using this Let's Go Fishing. And of course, his comment was, oh, that's very nice. It's even got fish on it because he loves to fish. So, and he does bay fishing out in the Gulf of Mexico Bay. So anyhow, I want to show it to you. All these beautiful fish with all our new colors. And then you have this bold, it's on this side, bold plaid. This is fly fishing little hooks on here. And this is that pebbled path gray, which is very pretty stripe, angular stripe. And this one's so bold. This is such a, this is the fly fishing hooks and stuff, but it's got a lot of our colors in it. So it's just really, really nice. And it'll be a nice one to use as a background as well. On the back side of that is this one. And I do like it too. And it's that, I think this one might be pecan pie. And look at that. Look at the water. Isn't that beautiful? And then the next one, which was a surprise to me, was this one that looks like a map. So it's the map of the waters, I suppose. And I guess that's right. So, oh, and like the Titanic yesterday, they were looking for that submarine. Oh, so sad. Anyhow, this one's fun because it's the fishing rods. And I like this because it's the fishing net. And then here's the blue ones. I looked at these. I'm like, okay, there's a barracuda got to be on here, but I don't think so. I don't know my fish. And then this is just a blue jean color is what it looks like, but it's actually planks, like board planks. And I believe that's it. So you have 12 patterns in this set of Designer Series paper. Right now, the Designer Series paper, all of these suites are on sale for 15% off. So be sure to go online at stampinup.com and look for the specials. And also, let me see if I can find it. Also, right now, there's a starter kit incentive going on. Normally, it's $99 to join Stampin' Up, and meaning that you get to be a demonstrator, but you do not have to be a demonstrator. You can be a hobbyist. In other words, you buy the kit, and then your next order, you get 20% off of everything from then on. And then, but instead, usually it's $99 for $125, but this time you're getting $155 worth of materials. And what's so fun is you can choose what you want. And we normally suggest that you start with a suite and buy the stamp pads that go with the suites. And then you have really something fun to play with when your starter kit comes. All right. This is a online exclusive where they have a Christmas set right now. Actually, from now on, Stampin' Up! Is going to have some things go online, which is our online exclusives that are not in the catalog and will run for a certain time or run till they, I guess, sell out. So this is a release. The Christmas release will start July 6th. So be looking for that if you want a new Christmas set. Oh, here it is, the new Christmas set. And that's so cute because it has the little truck, Christmas truck. It's got the sleigh. Here's a Santa. So it's really, really fun, little snowflakes. So that's online only. And here's our designer series sale. And it goes to the end of June. And today is June 20th. All right, so here's some more of the papers. Like these. This is Bright and Beautiful Countryside Inn, which is all the blues. Delightfully Eclectic is 12 by 12, but you get 48 sheets. So, and it's on sale. So all of these are on sale for 15% off, including these here. And here's the fish one. Let's go fishing. So if you want to pick up this set, now's the time to do it. And then go look at those online exclusives. All right. And if you go to stampinup.com, if you would, if you decide to choose to buy something, go ahead and add my name, which is Jeanette Collins. And let me go ahead and change my view again. Let's see. There I am here. Okay. Why isn't this changing? Let me change something here. I think I need to hide that. There we go. So you see my name there, Jeanette Collins. If you decide to buy something, and of course I have a host code at the top that you can use. And when you use the host code, I send you a little gift and a card. So a thank you card for shopping with me. All right. So let me remove that host code now, and let's get started with my card. It is an easy fun fold, and you're going to like it. And I think the challenge here is after you do this one with the fish, you should try like all the other papers, because all you need is one 12 by 12 sheet, which we are going to be using. Woo! I have my big desk behind me. We are going to be using this one to start with. Okay. So since it's a fun fold, we're going to cut and then score. All right. So I have my Stampin' Up! Cutter here. Let me get into focus or in the view. All right. And I'm going to need my arm. That means I need to move everything aside. Everything is opposite when you're on camera. Okay, we're going to cut this paper at 4 inches because we're going to have a card base that's 4.5 by 4.25 by 5.5, but we want to leave an edge. So we want to cut this at 4 inches. So that's going to give us actually 3 panels for you to work with. So I'm going to put this in. I have to do it the way my brain works. And we're going to cut it at 4 inches. Easy peasy. There we go. And now you have 2 more. You can cut the rest. Okay, so now we're going to score. So we use our scoring little blade on this Stampin' Up! Trimmer. And we're going to score at 1.5, which it can be here, or with this cutter, it's actually, so you see 1, 1.25. So it would be the end of the white piece right here would be 1.5. So I'm going to go that way, but you could do it the other way if you wanted. And we're just going to score at 1.5. And you don't want to press really, really hard because, you can tear. This is not as thick as cardstock. And then you want to score at 6 3/4. So I go over here and I find my 6. This is 6.5. And this is 6 3/4. Hopefully you can see where I am. And I'm going to score there. Hope that's right. Uh-oh, I've got somebody coming in. Yes, I am. Okay, so I've got 1 score line and I need the other. Let's see. The other way you can do it is you can turn it And you know that since we scored it at 1.5, this is actually now, oh, I'm getting confused, 11, right? No, 10.5. So I still want to score it at, let me see. I don't know why it didn't look like it scored. I guess I didn't do it. Here. Okay. So now we should have it. That is not correct. Okay, this is what it's going to be. Well, fiddle-dee-dee. Okay, I got all confused here. That's 6. Oh, I know what I did. Okay. Since I did my 1.5 on this side, you've got to do 6.5, 6 3/4 over here. That's the difference. You can't turn it around or else it'll make a short score line like I just did. But it's okay. So now I have a score line here, and then we have this one. Now my fish are going this way, and what I'm going to do with this fancy fold is I'm going to turn back this flap, that 1.5 inch flap, just to give me that inside. And I'm going, my card on the inside will be this whole piece. So let me show you. Next step. All right, let's press these seams. It's a good thing this is a busy pattern. I try to flatten out that little mistake. No biggie though. All right, my next thing I have is a card base, and all it is one layer of mossy grain cardstock. So I have this base layer at 5.5 by 4.25, and that's going to be right here. And that's where I'm going to be adding this. But before I add my base, I want to add some twine to go under this flap. Let me get it in center here. I want it to go under the flap. So I have my twine, and this is that. I'm not sure what name it is, but anyhow, I'm going to use a little bit of Stampin' Seal just to hold it here in the back. One piece there. I can do one in the middle too. Really don't need to, but there we go. And we'll put it around several times. Okay, I'm going to start it here. So before I tack it down, you need to put your twine in. Okay, that's just 2 rows. Let me get a little bit more. I have more here. We want it to look good. I did take advantage of the 15% off on the paper, and I got my favorites is what I did, because I hadn't ordered them prior. That's cool. Okay, now we got a lot of string there. I like that. Okay, we're going to put this behind, and then I'm going to tie a little knot or bow. Get my scissors. Okay, now I can really stick it down. I'm going to use my tape runner again and put it all the way down one side, and then right by my score line. So there, and we'll tack it down. Voila, that that is down. So now we have the string, and when we open it, you can't see it on the other side. So that's why we wanted to do that step before. Okay, let's see if I can do a little bow. Oh, I'm so bad at the little bows, but maybe I can do this one. Come on, come on. There, I've got one. It's like catching fish, making a bow. That's funny. Like I said, my husband loves to fish, but I like to just go along just to be in the boat. I don't want to touch the fish. I like to eat them. All right, let's see. I need a little glue dot. Put it right. I keep getting out of the camera. Okay. Right there. Oh, right now. Oh, it's 1:15. I've got a baseball game I got to get to. TCU out of Fort Worth is playing Oral Roberts from Tulsa, and in the men's baseball World Series. So it's kind of hard to know who to root for because we lived in Tulsa before we came here. It's like, oh. But I think TCU's got a strong team this year. Okay, so there we have just a tide. I mean, you can just do it and let it droop. It doesn't really matter. So, all right, now we want to put a sentiment on here. Well, actually, now I can glue this on. I'm going to glue the back to the. I'm going to put it on. Whoops. Okay, so we have this opening. This is just the cardstock, and I'm going to put this back onto my backing layer. It's my base layer, but it's not actually the card. This is becoming the card. Okay. If you actually watch me on a replay, I hope you would say hello and let me know where you're watching from. I would appreciate that. It helps my channel get some traction. Okay, so now we have it on the base layer, and I need an inside because you really can't write on that. And for my inside, I found, that paper, the one I said that is so cool that it looks like the inside or the ocean graph. This one. That's what I'm going to use for my inside because the white would be so stark, and I could use vanilla, but I said, gosh, you can write on this and it's really interesting. So let's do that. And I thought using this, which is the deckled rectangle, would actually give it just a little interest. So I'll do that too. So let me get my baby emboss and cut this out. Baby cut and emboss, right? Okay, that's ready. And now to get my plates, we need the number 1. Come on, sit down. Oop, there you go. And we need a number 2 plate. I'll turn this one over this time. And we can put our paper on this. And this is cut at 3.5, so it fits perfectly for the baby emboss. There. I think the plates are actually 3.5. And my die. And I'm just going to barely angle it. It actually helps it and keep it from popping if you angle it. Let's see. I think I'm going to go this way. Hold everything together. Let's get that. Okay. Okay. I've got it all together. This was a top plate, which is also another number 2 plate. And let's go. Uh-oh. I don't have them in straight. Something's not wanting to go through. Let me move it. Maybe because I turned it over. God, it sure is bowing around. You know, if anything is going to mess up, it will mess up when you're filming. Okay, come on. Go, baby. Oh. Well, I know you're not supposed to force it, so I'm going to stop and I am going to go to my big emboss. I'll be right back. Okay. Well, here it is. That's what this deckled die cut does. It's so pretty, and I thought it was so neat since this is kind of like an old looking map actually. So let me put all this away since it didn't work for me today. Okay, and now we will, or I will put this little card on the inside and see how much pattern it leaves around it. And that was this size. Let me see what size it is in the set. It's the third one from the outside. So 1, 2, and it was the third one. But these are so fun, and these are in our catalog. So look for the deckled rectangles. They're fun to use, and that can be used anytime. You'll use them forever and ever. So it's a good thing to have and invest in. It's not one of those things that you'll tire of easily. Okay. There we go. Now it's ready for the sentiment. Very nice. Oh, it looks so good. It really does. And it's actually looks like they're almost the same pattern as what the fish are on. All right. And then the next thing we're going to do is make a banner for the front. And today I'm using something that is retired, and it's called the tailored tag. So popular, and I'm sure a lot of you have it. So go ahead and bring it out and let's use it. I had a series called New and Old, Let's Go. So I guess I'll be adding this one to it. Okay, so here we go. I'm putting my paper in. I'm putting that same paper with that kind of graph in, and I've got that. But it gets lost in this, so we need a green piece. This is mossy green, and I'm going to cut another one in mossy green. I'll show you our trick. Okay. So this is tailored tag. I hope you have it. It was with the one that He's a Man or something like that. Okay, but now I have the 2 tags, but they cover each other up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this one in half, and I would prefer to do it with my cutter than my scissors because I can't cut a straight line. So here we go. And put it in my cutter, and you can see, no, you can't see. You can see how it's divided. I can look at all the lines, and I can tell that it's pretty straight. It doesn't have to be exact. And there we go. Just slice it in half like so. Okay, so now I have this, and to be able to see it, I'm sure if you've had this tailor tag, you know this trick. You put the two pieces and let them peek out just a little like so, and it looks like there. Looks like that. So it has that shadow. And let me get my little piece of paper or something that I can use so I can glue this together without making a mess. Okay, so this one will go here. And actually, you see what I'm doing is like I'm putting that little end kind of right up to that piece. And then this one goes here. So let me get my glue again. I'm going to put it from here on the edge. That should do. Touching that corner and touching the other corner and letting it sit down on it. Pretty good. Let's see what it looks like on the other side. Oh, got a little bit of glue. See if I can wipe that off with my little rag. Get it right away. And of course, if it were to dry, we have that other little rubber tool, it's a glue eraser is what it is. Okay. There. And let's do this the other side. I'm just going to put it at the edge. Oh, put my camera. I got to remember to keep scooting over. And turn it over. Or actually, I don't have to turn it over. I'll do better if I turn it over. And I'm looking at those edges right there. Oh gosh, there I go again, moving it too much. And got the glue bad in the same place. Okay, that's it. And let me get my little towel again and wipe it off just a bit. There. Nice. All right, we're going to use a dimensional to put it on our card, but let's stamp it first. Okay, because the card is got a lot of color on it, I didn't want to just use a green on the front, so I'm using Moody Mauve. Nope, I'm using Cherry Copper because it's very bright. Let's see. It's bringing out those red pinks. So that's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to use the sentiment, Just a Note. And it comes from Happy Labels. Where is it? Down here at the bottom, right there. And this is also in our catalog. So it's called Happy Labels. I'm always looking for a good sentiment stamp. So that's that. Just a Note. So let's put that in the cherry cobbler and see how it looks. Hopefully I get it right this first time so I don't have to do another label all over again. I need my little pad here just to, whoops, just to test it. Pretty good. Test it again. Yep. Okay, that's pretty. Get myself straight. There. There it is. Just a note. Fits perfectly. Okay. So we'll close this cherry cobbler and put a couple glue, actually dimensionals. Let's put these dimensionals on the back of this. I'm going to put them on each end here, right in the middle, and then on the ends. Everything is sticking to my fingers. Okay, and pull off the backs. Just a note. And I'm going to tuck it kind of right under our little loose bow here. Just where it kind of touches all those strings. Okay, just like that. So that looks really cool. Did I just spread it? I did. Look what I did. I smudged it. Use this, see if I can get my fingers clean. Okay. Oh well, it's still good. And then on the inside, on our, put it over here on this. Don't want it to get on my mat. On the inside, I thought I would use from the same set, same Happy Label set, Life is Better With You. So I thought that was nice. And I'm going to do it in the Mossy Meadow this time. Okay, here it goes. Oh, I just scooted it, but it's okay. Pretty good. Ah, I love that. I like the way it looks too. All right, so there we have our card for the day. And of course, I'm going to challenge you to use a different pattern paper. All you need is one 12 by 12, and you cut it at 4 inches. And then you score it at 1.5 and 6 3/4. And there you add it to a base, and that's all that's to it. Isn't that nice? I think it's so fun. So, all right, well, let me put myself back in the picture. Thank you guys for being here, and I hope to see you again next week, Tuesday. My name is Jeanette Collins, and if you need anything from me, just contact me. You can go to my website, which is this, stampin2connect.com, or you can email me at stampjcollins@gmail.com. And if you decide to shop with me, go ahead and use the host code so you can receive your little gift from me. Okay, thank you, and I'll see you again next Tuesday. Bye.